What's going on, guys? This is Coach Fear here. Welcome to the next episode of the Steelers franchise in Madden. Last game went really well against the Raiders. I think we ended up winning 24-7, and we got our third preseason game at Miami. This game we're gonna have Roethlisberger get his start. It's kind of gonna be like a little rehearsal with all the starters in. So we'll get this game underway, and hopefully we have a good game like we did last game. So we want to get to a good little rhythm with the Steelers. Get our offense moving, not make any mistakes. Don't do any turnovers.
Between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. With that, let's get down to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami.
Here we go.
Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they interplay in this one. They come in right at 500, looking to get that win to bump them back above 500.
So last game we lost two of our really fast receivers. We're going to be losing them for about 6-7 weeks. That kind of hurt us.
An early season tilt, and when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both
defense
teams
will get the ball first.
A really good start to get things going.
Oh, bad kick.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Still goes deep though,
And
so not too bad.
Over the back line of
They
the
won't
end
be
zone
returning
for a
it.
touchback. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over.
And who's their quarterback? Jake Fromm from Georgia. They're gonna let the rookie
when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route
get some
tree
playing
with their
time.
Receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
Jake Fromm was projected to go first round. He ended up going, I think, either second or third.
They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
Here we go.
All right, here we go.
On the handoff,
Nice.
this is Taylor. And he is
Nick
met
Bosa with
quickly
the
in
with a
backfield.
tackle for a
Down
loss.
he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means
I have
is
a really good feeling about this game.
react and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Ooh,
It's
come on.
complete to Parker, left side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6
Third
yards
and
is
6.
the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here we go now.
Looking to throw. And that is
He's open.
incomplete. You know,
Come on,
last
guys.
week I remember asking you
Got
what
lucky
an
there.
offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason. Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise,
Keon
what's he
Davis
looking
deep.
at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses.
Keon, you gotta truck people.
They just go out and make
Big
plays.
back.
You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice
There
them.
we go,
So
Big
the
Ben.
Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by a man who's becoming
Ben
an
coming
elder
in.
statesman among quarterbacks in the league.
Still has
Drafted
decent
back
throw
in
power.
04. It's Ben Roethlisberger.
We talk so often about his physical attributes. Of course, the Big Ben nickname, his ability to take hits in the pocket, his ability to extend plays.
Yeah,
and
we're
get
gonna
outside of the pocket.
throw it off the
But how
bat.
about this for
Start moving
efficiency?
downfield.
Top 10 in career NFL passer rating. And he's one of the top 5 winningest
Look here.
quarterbacks in NFL history.
Our
That's pretty
matchups.
darn good.
So
They go play action here on first down.
Nice. Juju down the middle.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Nice little 31-yard pass.
That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First carry for James Conner, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Missed a hole there.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. And let's take a look at the Steeler offense.
Out wide was the youngest player in the NFL in 2017, Juju Smith-Schuster. And he also had the longest reception in the league last season at 97 yards. Actually well-schooled in route running and able to run from both outside and moving.
No.
Intercepted. Picked up by
a tight window to throw it in.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback.
2 guys.
As a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
It was in his hands. It wasn't a bad throw.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle. This offense has a few playmakers. If they're going to go downfield, they often look the way of Stills.
He loves to run the deep routes, loves to get downfield and make the big catches, and he does it with flair.
Here.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. On the right side open is Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
3rd and 6.
So they say we'll let that completed pass stand, and we'll bring up 3rd down instead as they decline it.
So they're comfortable with the yardage. The big thing to them is what you pointed out, getting it to 3rd down and making a play there.
Here we go. Blue line.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Come on, guys.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a give to Taylor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Gotta rely on our
stoppage
safety.
here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
We need the blitz here.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Nice.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said,
he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's pile this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Come on, guys, let's get it.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake. And now it's 3rd down. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the 1st round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
And you take a look at his draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
All 16. All right, we need to move downfield.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And a safety the last go-around. That's how we arrive at this 2-0 score. We'll see if they can respond.
Such an oddity, isn't it? See those?
In trouble, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Robert Quinn in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 47 yards. Only one score in the first quarter, and it came from the defense. 2-0 is our score, and they've got it here with a 1st down. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. This one complete right side to McDonald. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
We gotta get the
And partner, I
running
think
game
that's a
going.
great
The running
example
game
that not all
sucks.
tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much
Just
more.
got 1 yard there.
Very little
Seriously,
there.
come
He
on,
might have
guys.
gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, and maybe not so much in the second half, as some of these shorter gains
so
turn into
close.
bigger runs later.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what we
Fake
call
punt
hidden
is good.
yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it.
And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake.
There we
The
go.
gamble pays off. They get the first. They only get 4, but the fake punt works and gets them a first down.
It works. Come on.
And they were right in that gray area on the edge of long field goal range, maybe too short to punt it. So the defense probably was expecting this was a possibility.
It should have been, and in most cases, what you do on defense is you go to what they call punt safe. In other words, you leave your defense on the field, prepare for them to possibly go for it, and then you just have a little bit different responsibilities. You're not really trying to get a big return. You just want to make sure you get the ball back. But they fell asleep at the switch.
To throw here, Roethlisberger.
You gotta catch that, man.
These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Pass interference. Defense.
Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
you were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. Yeah, he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame, and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah
2-yard
mode.
loss.
All
Let's
right,
get
guys,
another
we
one
didn't
like
get it
that.
this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A minute 52 left to play in this second quarter. We'll come back to Miami after this.
All right, 2-minute warning. Let's
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster.
We're going to call timeout quickly.
And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
All right, here we go.
Roethlisberger. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Speed.
Call it a gain of 7 and against a new set of downs.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
Roethlisberger now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger.
Oh!
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Nice.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say
See,
it's
defense
incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
3-19!
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Only got 2 yards on that.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Dolphins on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
He'll look to throw. And he finds his target. It's sharp. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Now let's go! Blue line!
They'll set up a throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They'll look to throw here. He dumps it off to Drake.
Dang it, they get the
he's
first.
got this down to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll set up to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit.
Good job.
Ball pops out, incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete here.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. On now the Miami field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt.
There we go.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this one is incomplete. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
All right, so we get the ball back in nice.
Our starters likely to be out there.
We just need to move the ball.
As we get back underway
Get
in
better
this
over that
second
game.
half.
Our passing game's good, but our running game is hurting us.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee.
Stop turning the ball over.
At the 21-yard line.
Work on plays that they're going to give us space.
Here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better. Probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive.
5 yards,
guys,
that's fine. I'm cool.
Just not playing as well
Runs
as we
like
need
that.
to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
All right.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
There we go.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Nice.
A quick
Nice
throw,
play there,
but
indeed.
incomplete. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to face a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays. On third down, Roethlisberger.
Oh, it's weird.
Intercepted a third time. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So
Shazier, you can't even walk right now.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
That will score.
They decline the penalty.
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, Yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back.
Yeah, we'll just decline it. That way we can get the ball back right now.
Take the football. Always take the football.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Here's the Dolphins defense as they head out to set up shop. They don't want to change anything. They've got 0 points against them here, so I would imagine the halftime speech was do more of the same, right?
I think you're right, and it's where defensive coordinators have to walk that line of
another 5 yards.
preparing for the adjustments you expect to come, but not taking away the aggressiveness you've already shown. And they've played so well, I think that's the speech. You nailed it. Just go out and do what you've been doing, and we'll adjust if we see anything different later.
To this point, they've been spectacular. Now it's Roethlisberger. Throw inside, complete to Smith-Schuster.
I think on those corner routes, I was just throwing way too low.
45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, he's
son of a...
Tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now a handoff for Drake. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a third and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And this is going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Nifty move. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now out come the Steelers. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once you do the interception and finish off the drive,
come on,
that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Here we go. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Holding offense.
Come on, guys.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Roethlisberger will throw. And McDonald here over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete.
It was right in your hands,
made the ball
man.
free and brings up fourth down.
Right in your hands.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tempt to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Holding offense.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty. But it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now in Miami, it's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4.
Oh, we got the backup, Sid.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darquan. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's the backup Tannehill. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Mike Hilton. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
No, check, Patriots!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up 1st and goal.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Here comes a 1st down throw from Rudolph. Finding his safety route here. That's complete.
For the safety.
And he'll get it
I guess
out
the
near
interception
the 40
wasn't
to the
bad.
39. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football.
Flood.
This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now Rudolph on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding. Offense.
Holding.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Man, good. They're running good routes.
Passes out that far wide. Always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Yes.
Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's Darkwa. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's two guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
Back to throw, Tannehill.
Over 4.
His throw incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Nice.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been terrific so far. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now, 1st and 10. He's back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll look to throw. They'll get this one to Switzer. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Face mask.
Nice.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 6 there on 1st. He'll look to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
All right, so we're down to 1 play left.
The drive
We gotta
continues
score
as they
here.
search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. One last throw here for Rudolph. And that is going to be incomplete. Oh, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough. Trying to draw up a final play.
We
to get
did
in,
turn
they
the ball
couldn't do
over.
it.
The game would have been a whole lot better,
Looking
but
for was, extra
that's the
time.
end of the
Too
game.
bad it's not FIFA soccer, right?
So,
Where you get a little bit of extra,
right there,
and you get
more
a chance to
passing
run
yards,
a couple
rushing
more
yards,
plays, and maybe
were
get closer
terrible.
and take that last shot into the end zone.
that's it for this episode.
So
We'll
that's
see
a
you guys
wrap
next
for
time.
Charles Davis. I'm Brandon.